Skrillin' and tank, rolling with the gang. You sick and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
Dude, how about the defense?
Yeah.
Listen, 9 points allowed, 4 of 16 on third down, 1 interception, 1 fumble recovery, 252 yards allowed, man. That's outstanding defense. Listen, we did what we had to do. There's things we got to clean up, but I tell you what, defense, you play like that, you win every game. That's the bottom line. That's outstanding. That's the way to cut it loose, just like we talked about, guys. All right, I got really 3 game balls. I'm going to start on offense. 136 rushing yards, 82 receiving yards, 2 total touchdowns, 218 total yards. Jameer Gibbs. All right, on defense, 8 total tackles, 1 sack, 1 quarterback hit, 2 TFLs, 1 pass defense, Jack Campbell.
I appreciate you guys. DB's hell of a job today. Hey, let's keep it going. Yep.
Listen, and this guy, man, I feel like he's been on the come for a while now, man. Playing really good football and just versatile, man. And to have this guy back, it's been big. 5 total tackles, 1 sack, 1 quarterback hit, 1 TFL, 1 pass defense. Man, come on up, Barnes.
It feels so good to be back, man. Bro, that was a long recovery for me, bro. To be back mean a lot to me, man. I gotta, man, this really go to Shep, man. He didn't put us defense in a great position, bro. We gotta make plays, bro. I gotta give this to my defensive coordinator, man.
Y'all already know, bro. I ain't shit without y'all, bro. Forever in the day, this league been about players, always will be about players. That's why it was an honor for me to take this job. Fellas, it's only the beginning. Do y'all see how good we can be? Yes, it don't matter. Nameless faces, we don't give a fuck. We line up and play anywhere. I love the fuck out of y'all, man. I appreciate the fuck out of each and every one of y'all. D-Bones is yours.
Yes, sir.
Break it down. Let's go.
Go to the bye. Let's come back hungry. 1 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Win.
What up, though, and welcome to Live on a Victory Tuesday.
Baker Mayfield. More like Caker Snayfield.
Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share this stream.
Share it.
Share it. Victory Tuesdays are great.
So good.
We did really good numbers during that watch party. I feel like it's a Monday night football thing. I mean, it's really the only thing going on. You had the tax. I mean, you had the taxing day through work. Huh?
Game 7 was on, too. And there was another Monday night football game on.
You're correct. Game 7 was on. Congratulations to the Blue Jays.
Shout out to the Blue Jays.
Shout out. That's a weird series.
Toronto versus LA again.
Toronto versus LA again.
Toronto versus LA. What a freaking game. I mean, you're heading into that one. I can only speak for myself, I guess. Heading into that one, after seeing what happened to our defense last week, obviously that's Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid in that scenario, but with a couple backups, actually a secondary made up completely of backups going against an MVP candidate in Baker Mayfield, who had Emeka Egbuka and Mike Evans for a short time. I was nervous. I expected a shootout. I thought it was going to be like the sparks were flying. Now, I didn't take the over because I learned from my lesson last week when I thought that was going to be the case because our offense didn't show up for that one. Offense kind of this one either. The defense,
we'll get into that.
We'll get into it. The defense. 9 points. 9 points.
Like the Legion of Whom is what fans have been calling.
Love that, by the way.
That's fire. Awesome stuff. It's what fans have been calling the Detroit Lions secondary that went out there and just absolutely shut down the Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receivers. Hallett, Mallett, Harper, Whiteside, Rock Ya-Sin, Amik Robertson. Those guys went out there and they took care of business. Shout out to Calvin Shepard for having those guys ready to go. It was truly next man up, truly the next guy mentality. But a big thing, the Legion of Whom was amazing. They played their asses off. Aleem McNeil, welcome back to the team, big fella. We needed it. We wanted it. He went out there and he was absolutely dominating the Tampa Bay offense.
Got some clips for you on that one a little bit later today, too, to show you a little bit of his impact. Shout out to our guy, Chris Bird, Anson's cousin, who came through the watch party last night.
Anson's
an experience for sure. Anson's stepbrother,
Birdman. Birdman, what it do, big
Shout out
dog?
Bird, maybe you're listening. Make sure you pull up a second best for the pregame show. That's when the parties go down.
Grab a mint next time.
You want to turn up there? Yeah. You want to turn up the way we turned up last night? Ask them for pregame.
Get some gum. Grab some gum or something.
Grab some mint gum for sure. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Yeah, going to be breaking down the game all day today, as it is the last game we'll have. We're heading into a bye week tomorrow. Pistons, getting all that. But you get 2 game balls.
2 game balls.
Who are you giving them to? Last night's game.
All right. My first game ball is going to the guy that got a game ball from the coach. He's my guy. I've been caping for him for a while, all season long. I am giving the game ball to who I believe right now is the best linebacker in the National Football League, Jack Campbell. This guy was everywhere in the last game. It doesn't matter if he's guarding a fade route in the end zone and putting the seatbelt on him. It doesn't matter if you're lining up one-on-one at the top of the screen with Rachaad White in an isolation. He's getting back there and making the tackle. He's putting pressure, meeting people at the line of scrimmage, defending the pass, blitzing the quarterback, having his team organized and ready to go. Listen, you got the secondary that was the Legion of Whom. You don't know what you're going to get out of them. Lee McNeil coming back is awesome. Aiden Hutchinson has been playing his ass off. The defensive line, you like what you're seeing. You have never had to question the linebacking core in any of these games for the Detroit Lions.
Games.
You look at Jack Campbell, Alex Anzalone, and Derek Barnes. They have been playing like the best linebacking core in the National Football League, and they continue to do it, and Jack Campbell's leading the way.
I am going to piggyback off you. I'm going to give it to another linebacker, Derek Barnes, a man who was questioned when he was given a contract by Brad Holmes, who we rarely question these days. He had 1 sack last night, 5 complete tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 quarterback hit, and 2 pass deflections. Just everywhere. And another one of those guys, too, where, like, you can bring him up on the line, rush 5, or drop back into coverage. You can play the run. Derek Barnes, I think, has been a lot more than what Detroit Lions fans were expecting. I'll throw myself in there, too. I think that's been a consistent thing all season. Again, the only game I'd exclude praise for linebackers is probably the KC game. But other than that, these guys have been on it all season long. They talked about it heading into it. It makes sense, too, when your defensive coordinator is your former linebacker coach. He knows what these guys do best.
Absolutely.
You can put them in their absolute best opportune situations or advantageous situations for them to affect the game, and you're getting it. And that goes the same for Anzo. We're giving out game balls. You, Jack Campbell. I'm Derek Barnes. Nick, who are you giving your game ball to?
I want to be different here, but I'm giving it to Derek, Micah, Parsons, Barnes.
Okay,
right there.
Nick's come around.
I have officially come around on Derek Barnes because he's not just a, guy making plays back there, but he is truly the epitome of what it means to be a Detroit Lion and to be grit. A late round pick. You get that second contract. Brad Holmes went out on a limb in re-signing you to a 3-year deal, and he has every bit proven that he is deserving of that contract and some. Micah Parsons, I didn't see the upside, but it was there. It was there the whole entire time, and if he doesn't get injured, I'm sure you probably see it at the end of last year, the way he was tracking, but I have fully come around on Derek Barnes, not just being a playmaker, but being a difference maker for the Detroit Lions. I'm all the way in on Derek Barnes, and I was flat out wrong about the contract.
Another one of those guys, year 3, like you said, probably would have been his breakout year last year.
Yep.
Unfortunately got hurt. It's probably what we're going to see from him last year. Derek Barnes, balling this season.
Balling.
Jack Campbell, this is year 3. We're seeing the returns of that one.
First team All-Pro.
He might be.
He should be.
He might be. I mean, I can't even.
He should be. Like I said,
The
with
only other people, maybe
Fred
one's in
Warner
KC.
injured, Jack
Devin Lloyd
Campbell's the
hurt
best
too now?
linebacker in the National Football League.
Because Devin Lloyd was having a season, but he's hurt as well.
Yep.
He ended up first team All-Pro. It could happen. At least All-Pro.
Talk to me.
Chris, who are you giving the game ball to?
Yeah, just to be different than you guys, because I think you guys hit the 2 MVPs in Campbell and Barnes, but to me, I'm going to go Liam just because I didn't know exactly what to expect. I knew I should have had high expectations for him, given the fact that he was apparently 50-50 2 weeks ago, so it felt like we were just being edged the last 2 weeks in terms of is he playing, is he not. So, but still, to come in the game and have immediate impact the way he did and give this whole defense life, I think that really is a testament to him. So I'm giving him the game ball just because of the expectations. For me, we're slightly lower, that he would have some rust to shake off, that it would take some time. But no, he came in, made instant impact, and gave this defense what you saw it could be last season in top 10, top 8 status. So to me, I'm blown away by the fact that Aleem came in and just instantly wreaked havoc the way he did.
I cannot wait for that segment. I cannot fucking wait for that one.
Yes. Ali McNeil, welcome back, brother. We missed you.
Yeah.
We got one in here, a game ball from Byrne with a super chat. He said, Tyrus Wheat is going to get a big contract from someone because of Aleem, Barnes, Hutch, and Jack. Or we just keep Tyrus the Plow Wheat for rotation.
Yeah, he got away with a leg whip, too.
He definitely kicked Baker and got a sack on it, but hey, who cares?
Listen, we'll talk.
Are we doing 2 game balls or no?
Yeah. I'll get you second one.
My second game ball, I'm not giving it to anybody on the offense. The only person who deserves it is Jahmyr Gibbs. Not giving it to him. You got to play full half to get a game ball from me. That's why you're a full game to get a game ball from me. But it's
Everything's going to be fine.
They won this game because of the defense. The defense gets both game balls.
For sure.
I am giving my other game ball to Nick Whiteside. 3 passes defended, out there making plays. Out of nowhere, Avondale's own Nick Whiteside going out there and taking care of business on the back end. You didn't know who you were going to get back there. You didn't know who you were going to get against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You had Mike Evans. You had Ibuka. You had those guys running routes against Nick Whiteside, and he was breaking up balls, man. Shout out to him for taking care of business.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's situations. One of the most annoying things to see a cornerback do is when a ball is overthrown or the ball is just dropped, but they're celebrating like they made the play. Which some of them, obviously, you're shadowing, you're in the way and obstructing it. But some of them, you're not doing anything at all, but you're still celebrating like you did something. No, he was actually getting his hands on the balls, swatting them down, and then it's from Emeka Ibuka, who not only is probably going to end up winning the Offensive Rookie of the Year award, but obviously could have been in the conversation for Offensive Player of the Year award. I mean, He looked phenomenal. I think just last week or maybe a week or 2 ago, I think I saw something on Twitter with, and obviously it's not going to be the case, but Dan from ESPN having him in an MVP conversation. Emeka Ibuka has been an absolute demon. Not last night. And he was covered by the Legion of whom? I mean,
Big John, real quick. Big John in the Woodward Sports Chat saying, damn, heavyweights not showing love to Tate. Not insane. The defense won him that game. Yeah, Tate Ratledge had a good game. It wasn't better than all of those secondary members, all of those linebackers, and Aleem McNeil. The defense won them that game.
John,
don't get this twisted.
We got some 22 tape. Tate's gonna get some love today. Nick, second game ball. Well, actually, hold on. I'm giving Jahmyr Gibbs love. Like in a game like that where you can't get your offense going, and this is a situation where, like, hey, if Johnny Moe isn't Ben Johnson, a kindergarten can run this offense because you have fucking all pros on it. Jahmyr Gibbs showed out in that fashion last night. The 78-yard run was fucking insane. And obviously, second half, he kind of closed it out as well, too.
Yeah, I agree. Jahmyr Gibbs was a beast for sure, and I do believe that this offensive line needs to take some steps forward. Obviously, it's a great front by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we knew that going in. It was, are you going to be able to rush the ball on a great rush defense? And last night, besides the 78-yarder, which obviously you can't just take away, but the run game needs to take improvements, no doubt about it. But for me, it is the one non-negotiable of the Detroit Lions, and that is...
Congratulations, you just got Amon-Ra St. Clown.
You got St. Clown. Once again, every single big spot for this Detroit Lions offense, it was going to St. Brown all day long. Did he have a couple passes that touched his mitts and he didn't come down with? Yes, but he came down with the majority of throws made his way, as we have seen week after week, month after month, and his whole entire career as a Detroit Lion being the most reliable wide receiver in football. That is Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he was there early and often in the game.
Congratulations, you just got Amon-Ra St. Clown.
Yeah, for me, I got to go Gibbs. I have to go Gibbs. I hear what you're saying, Spencer. Defense did win you this game, but you also don't win it without Gibbs doing the plays. What quarter was it? Was it the second or the third where Gibbs had that play where he was cooked behind the line of scrimmage, turned it into positive? He was doing
a couple times.
Yeah, he was doing plays all game that just kept the drives alive when the Lions could not get a rhythm. It was him and Amon-Ra St. Brown that were really just the only really key factors outside the offensive line to me in this, other than a few plays here and there. But Jahmyr Gibbs has to get the game ball because, like you said, he was the one that broke away for that big touchdown, put Tampa Bay really behind the 8 ball, and then they had to start swinging for the fences. And it looked like they were going to second half. It looked like they came out shooting, but Jahmyr Gibbs,
They're trying to get going, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I put it on my Twitter this morning, and it's not going to get a lot of love because it's a 3-yard run. But it literally – you remember that scene in X-Men where Quicksilver's in slow motion and he's just running around and, like, there's pasta or something there. He's, like, running around. He tastes the fucking pasta. He's moving around the bullets. He's making the guys punch. That's how Jahmyr Gibbs was moving last night. In that 3-yard run, he literally in the backfield, somebody beats Taylor Decker. He whoops out his way. And then fucking Vita Vea is like, oh, this is up. Like, it's just insane.
Jahmyr's a special talent. And he really went out there and let people know, like, okay, Jonathan Taylor, the Bijan stuff, that shit's sweet. I'm still nice like that.
I love that, too, because, like, I was one of those people coming away from the Sunday night, I think Bijan had the field. And I was like, okay, Bijan what it was. Yeah, Bijan's – it's a debate. And I'm not mad at people on either side of it. But Bijan's definitely deserving of the conversation. Jahmyr Gibbs went out there and was like, no, I'm still him. I'm still here.
I'm still him.
Yeah, I'm still in this conversation as well. By the way, too, funny thing about that, Jahmyr Gibbs last night, Eric Woodward put out a story on ESPN about Jahmyr Gibbs just loving being around Barry Sanders, one of his favorite players. He said, when Barry's in the building, I got to show out. Barry was there last night. Jahmyr Gibbs balled. Absolutely balled. We'll talk about that and more, but first we got to pay some bills. Spinning. Tell us about Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness, the home of the judgment-free zone where everybody can get a full-body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $15 a month, or you can upgrade to the Black Card and get you some amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and access to over 2,500 locations worldwide. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where fitness is essential.
Art and Jakes,
ladies and gentlemen. The boys will be there this Saturday. Rivalry week, Michigan versus Michigan State. Come see Spinny if you're a Michigan fan. You want to see him crash out. You want to see him down bad. I mean, vibes going to be high. It's probably going to be a time pull up in Lansing over at Art and Jake's. Brendan will be there. Justin will be there. Everyone's going to be there. Art and Jake's, 80 TVs, wall to wall for the game, 22 draft beers, and more at Art and Jake's in Lansing this Saturday.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
MassageChairhouse.com is a website. Scan the QR code. Go see my guy, Dr. Eric Duncan, in person and book your appointment for your relaxation recovery at MassageChairhouse.com. Don't know what type of massage chair suits you best? Make sure you check out his review channel. It's the #1 massage chair review channel on the interwebs because he has the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest. MassageChairhouse.com.
Super chat in there before we get into anything else. Nick83 in the Woodward Sports Chat says game ball is Amik, just how he has been a leader and vet, instilling his dog mentality and confidence in these backups. I do not like Morton. Sorry, he isn't it. Second best offense in the league.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't complain. Stop complaining.
We'll get into it. No? I want to start with Shep, man. What?
Shout out Birdman.
Actually, I don't know, because we're kind of over it. We got, 8 minutes? We have to go back to break?
Yeah. Yes.
What's
the
the 8 minute one you want?
are the best team in the
Okay,
NFC.
we'll do that one. All right. Yeah. Because currently, before this game, it was the Buccaneers.
Somebody didn't have them in their top 10 at ESPN. Bucky Brooks, I think, Lions weren't even in the top 10.
I mean, you had the fucking Bears there. I mean, and he tries to use the excuse. Well, I didn't watch. He does his rankings, I believe, from the week prior, or at least leading up to Sunday Night Football. To not have the Lions in there at all, there's no excuse for that. Yeah. There's no excuse at all whatsoever. They have the Bears in there, and there's just literally no fucking excuse.
We put up 50 on the Bears.
I mean, what are we doing? They're going for the likes. You can't. When you see that shit, screenshot it. Don't share it. Don't respond. If you want to respond, screenshot it and then respond. Don't share that article. Don't fuck. It's bullshit. And they only do it to piss us off because they know we ride hard for ours. Pause. But we're going to either retweet it and quote tweet it, talk some shit, or get in the comments. They're going to get their engagement off. And that's what they're doing with that one. I don't even be started, bro. Don't even get me started on that one. Detroit Lions are the kings of the NFC as it currently sits. And I'd say your favorite to represent the NFC, what was it, Santa Clara this year? Mm-hmm. I think it's looking like it's going to happen.
The king of the north! The Detroit Lions are the best team in the NFC, and they're only going to get better. They're only going to get healthier. They're only going to get more weapons to this arsenal. Get your starting corners back. Get your starting safeties back. Have some guys come back and get healthy depth pieces that could really make a difference for you. We saw the impact that Ali McNeil had, and that is going to be a scary thought for any defensive coordinator. Having Ali McNeil and Aiden Hutchinson on the same side of a defensive line, getting after a quarterback, good luck. Good luck. You got to double team both of them if you want to stop them.
As I saw something in Woodward Sports Chat, I believe it was, I don't remember putting it in there, I apologize. Lunchbox, I think it was, said that Lee McNeil PFF was one of the lowest graded Detroit Lions from last night's game. What are we fucking doing? Stay tuned for that one. We got the film. Yeah, fuck a PFF grade. We got the film. Don't show you how menacing this man is. Ali McNeil, I think that was a big factor in this game. And talking to Samir Sammer, I apologize. I did it, damn it. Talking to Sammer going into this one, if you guys don't know, he covers the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over there down there in Florida. He was like, listen, we're going to get the ball quick. That's what our offense has been. I'm like, well, that's what we're going to have to do because Ali McNeil's back. We have Eddie Hutchinson who's fucking wrecking everybody.
Mm-hmm. Let him cook. He cooked Tristan Wirfs quite a few times in that last game.
Yes, he did. I'll send those two. A couple nasty-ass spin moves. How about this? But he got so bad to a certain point. You joked about this with Micah Parsons and Penei Sewell. Mm-hmm. Hey, can't we just have Penei Sewell go out there and shadow Micah Parsons? Just switch. They did that last night with Tristan Wirfs.
They were doing it.
They moved Tristan Wirfs from the left side of the line to the right side of the line, specifically to block Aiden Hutchinson. That's how much of a menace he was.
He is the best edge rusher in the NFL. And you get him a guy back in Ali McNeil, who is your second best edge rusher on your team. It's going to help a lot. Obviously, Tyleek, DJ Reader, Tyrus Wheat, fucking Lacey, all of those guys were having extremely big impacts. But what Ali McNeil does to push that pocket, to destroy and drive a guard back into the lap of the quarterback, you saw Baker was so nervous back there. And we're going to get into Ali McNeil later more depth.
I am a fan of guys with
Detroit
big
Lions
butts.
defense is only going to get healthier. It's only going to continue to grow. And, they're the best team in the NFC.
And I'll put it to you straight like this. The reason why they are the best team in the NFC right now. One, you may have not liked what you saw last night out of the offense, but regardless of that, you had those all-pro caliber players that could break it open at any given moment, and you saw that from Jahmyr Gibbs. A 78-yard touchdown, the second highest speed throughout the NFL season this year. By the way, the third one's Jahmyr Gibbs again. He's just that guy. He can do that at any given moment. Also, don't forget, I know we didn't get a good ball last night, but Jameson Williams can give you that at any moment. We saw Amon-Ra break out for a big touchdown. You could call this offense as simple as fucking Madden, and those guys could go out there and make plays for you. Mm-hmm. You saw it in the post-game speech from Calvin Shepard, hey, it's a player's game at the end of the day. It's true, because last night the offense structurally was not sound. It was not pretty. It was not efficient. But what overcame that was having a Superman, Spider-Man maybe, in Jahmyr Gibbs.
Sonic.
And having a Superman and Amon-Ra St. Brown. They came up, they showed out, and they did that for you. But the other parts, meanwhile, they are the number one team in the NFC to me. I give a fuck about the yards. I can fuck where you end the year as a defensive ranking. If you are giving me turnovers, if you're giving me pass, if you're getting after them in a pass rush, that's what's going to win you championships. That's what's going to get it done in the playoffs. In fact, Chris, you have that graphic of Calvin Shepard that Justin made this morning? Shout out if you guys follow on Woodward Sports. Here is from Detroit Lions PR. Our guy Justin made it into a graphic. Calvin Shepard's defense throughout the first 7 weeks. First in forced fumbles. There's your turnovers I was talking about. Second in pass deflections. That's just stopping opportunities for guys that are trying to come back and win games against you. Third in sacks. That's getting after the quarterback. And tied sixth in interceptions. Those are the makings of a championship team. Again, I don't give a fuck where you rank. Turn the ball over and get after the quarterback and get there. The New York Giants are a perfect example of that.
Yeah. Easy. You know what those numbers sound like to me? Sounds like the Detroit Lions have a top 5 defense.
Sounds like Detroit Lions have a top 5 defense.
Because those are what matter.
And what were the parameters we put on that top 5 defense in the offseason? Turnovers, pass rush.
Yep.
And that's what you're getting. The forced fumbles. I mean, I was thinking turnovers.
I'm punching everybody in the chest, dude.
They're fucking just every time, man.
I saw this thing, and it was
matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your
whenever he
ass.
sees anybody on a football field, and it was that picture of Squidward like punching somebody.
I did see it. Oh, I got a good one I'm gonna steal for that one. But
it's just awesome watching them. That is what he preached. He preached the turnovers.
Yes.
He preached punching the ball out. And Calvin Shepard has this defense performing at such a high level and easy. You know what was something for me that I don't want to say settled me down, because you didn't really ever feel bad about this game. I was kind of upset the way the offense ended the first half because they squandered 2 turnovers that the defense forced and didn't get any points on the 2 turnovers.
With a bad interception.
Goff with a bad interception, but you never really felt like, oh, Tampa Bay was getting back into it. But Tampa Bay goes down the field after halftime, scores a touchdown. Long, grueling drive, good execution, scripted plays, blah, blah, blah. Good touchdown to Tez Johnson. What happened? The Lions immediately responded, drive the ball down their throats, and score a touchdown. That grueling drive that you just did that took so much effort means nothing. It's gone. Good day, sir. And that is what good teams do. You're not going to hold a team to 9 points in the NFL, more than likely, especially with the cornerbacks and secondary you had out there in this one.
You held an MVP candidate to 9 points.
But when you respond in situations like that, NFL games are all about situations. Oh, this happened. Oh, it was at this point swing. You negated the only good drive that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had all game. Was that first drive out of half, and you immediately wiped it off the board by going down and scoring a touchdown yourself after the offense had been struggling. And that's how you win games.
Yeah, the cool thing, too, talking about the turnovers, again, the parameters I put on my top 5 defense, turnovers and pass rush, you're getting that this year out of this team. Even before, at least that was Aleem McGill's first game back, by the way, too. But I was thinking in turnovers aspect, we have 2 of the best safeties in the National Football League. I'm thinking Brian Branch interception, Kirby Joseph interceptions. The forced fumble has been a pleasant surprise. And it's not just a Meek. It's an identity of the entire team. Jack is punching. Obviously, Meek's constantly punching. Aiden Hutchinson leads the league or is tied for first in the league for forced fumbles himself. I mean, Meek almost got a second one, too. And last week, we talked about it, too. There was announced from, I think, Shep let us know that, hey, the NFL put out a little piece. Hey, let's try not punching the players. Make sure we're punching the balls on these peanut punches. Mm-hmm. And Jack Campbell's response in the locker room that Friday was like, they could find me every week. I'm punching that ball. I'm trying to win football games. They can find me $50,000 every single week. And I fucking love that about this team, man. I love that about that guy specifically, too. Jack Campbell, I'm going to get the clip at some point, too. Seatbelt game officiated. Kirby Jones just retweeted that, by the way. Shout out.
That was, dude.
Shout out.
I love that shit from Jack Campbell so much, bro.
Because he's the dude, reserved,
bro.
plain Jane.
But he's just a psych. And it wasn't like, he's just like, and turned around. Well, it was perfect, dude. I loved it.
That
I
guy
fucking love Jack Campbell, dude.
Starting to feel himself, it's going to get scary.
He already is scary.
It's going to get scary.
We got Mike Tyson playing linebacker.
He is, dude. He is just a corn-fed psycho. Yeah. Corn-fed elite athlete of elite athletes. Complete psychopath. Like the meat missile, man. I'm telling you that because you saw the play when he was isolated with Rachaad White one-on-one at the top of the screen. Calvin Shepard was out there yelling at him, like, get up here, get up here, get up here. He goes up there, boom, snap, throw it right to Rachaad White, and he just absolutely demolished him. Tackle for loss. Like the guy, I can't talk enough about how good Jack Campbell is. I honestly think without Fred Warner being a player right now, Jack Campbell's the best linebacker in the league. Let's go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to keep talking Lions. First, let me tell you about Sharon's. Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning, family-owned and operated for over 30 years, since 1981. Eazy was only 12 years old 10 years before they started. Make sure you tap in. Go to SharonsHeating.com. If you're a DTE customer, you can get a free furnace tune-up. Sharon's will do it for you. SharonsHeating.com. Scan the QR code. Family-owned and operated since the 80s. Easy. Or what about Wicked Pickle, Nick?
If you guys are looking for the ultimate pickleball experience, check out Wicked Pickle, Metro Detroit's hottest indoor pickleball spot with 10 climate control courts, daily open play for all levels, and a chill lounge with TVs, ping pong, and cold drinks. It's always game on. Throwing a party or team event, they host groups from 10 to 200. And don't miss the APA Michigan Gold Cup, November 22nd and 23rd. Sign up at pickleballtournaments.com and mark your calendars for the Woodward Sports Pickleball Party, January 9th. Details coming soon.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, you know, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
How do you think you won? This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Get ready for the ultimate sports experience. Join former University of Michigan star and NFL sensation Braylon Edwards alongside the charismatic Shep.
Braylon Edwards, touchdown Michigan!
As they break down the latest in sports like never before. Tune into the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards!
Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. only on the Woodward Sports Network. Don't miss out on hot topics, insider insights, and the banter that keeps you coming back for more.
Welcome to the jungle. Head to Jars and get your hands on Jungle Juice, a bold, high-performance cannabis brand where raw power meets rugged innovation. They've got full range of products from pre-rolls, flowers, and vapes to edibles like chocolates, gummies, and sugar cone snacks. Check out the Jungle Juice Infused pre-roll line. It hits hard and comes in 12 different strains to choose from. You'll find Jungle Juice in over 200 dispensaries across Michigan, including your local Jars Cannabis. Follow them on Instagram at GetJungleJuice. And experience the power for yourself.
I want it.
Gang, 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 gang. Gang, gang. I'll do it one more time. I wanted to do the TV copy because it's a better angle, but that's what we got to roll with because we don't want to get kicked off YouTube. What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever It's Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy by Spin More Rax, Young Chris, Nicholas Kohloff. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. There was one piece of Friday's show that I wasn't able to get to. It's one of my favorite things. And we're not going to get one this week, unfortunately, because of the bye week. But one of my favorite things I look forward to every single week is a Kelvin Shepard presser. And in that presser, I clipped it. I ended up putting it on my Twitter. Didn't get it on the show. But Shep was asked specifically about Rock Ya-Sin. He's like, hey, I know Rock Ya-Sin worked a little bit of safety. Remember in the offseason?
Yeah.
Is that what we're going to do here, given like this is the last-minute stitch? You don't want to put guys in the street out there against Baker Mayfield in this offense. And this is what Kelvin Shepard had to say.
In the secondary, you've had to plug some guys in that just got here, guys like Mollett and Trey Flowers. I'm curious with the safety situation that it is this week with Brian, potentially Kirby being down. Do you want to maybe focus more Rock on safety just because of the difficulty of communication and some of those things that might be more difficult to plug a guy in off the street?
No, absolutely not. Rock is playing at a good level, in my opinion, outside that corner, and we don't want to mess with that. And then that'll be disrespectful to the other guys that's been working their tails off on this roster. The Thomas Harpers, Lauren Strickland, the Eric Halletts of the world, all these guys that people probably never heard of. I tell these guys, it's time to introduce yourself to not only the Detroit community, but the NFL community. It's a tremendous opportunity for these guys. It's a tremendous opportunity. I mean, this could be your one shot. Like you talk about it all the time, these overnight stories and overnight kind of celebrities, it's not overnight. It's just that was the night that they got introduced to the world. These guys have been working for this moment. They've been waiting on this moment. And again, I just try to remind these guys, it's not pressure, but this could be your one moment that makes or breaks your NFL career, that changes the trajectory of your family. So go make the most of it. Have fun with it. And I mean, I honestly can't wait to watch.
When he fucking said that, man, I knew one person. I knew one of those guys that we did not know was going to go out there and have a game. I didn't fucking know, Spinny.
All of them.
And by the way, too, the Legion of whom, because we didn't know who the fuck they were previous to this game, unless you're there watching training camp every single day. I knew some of them. I didn't know they're going to do what they did. And listen to Kelvin, this is a fucking Eminem lyric. This is your one shot.
Mm-hmm.
Don't miss your chance. It can change the trajectory of your family. On national, don't just introduce yourself to the Detroit community. Introduce yourself to the fucking world. On Monday Night Football, real quick, I want to read their names. The Legion of Womb. Shout out to Nick Whiteside.
Shout out.
Shout out to Eric Hallett.
Shout out.
Shout out to Arthur Mollett.
Shout out.
Shout out to Thomas Harbor.
Shout out.
And we knew Rocky Sand and Amika as well, too. I just wrote them down. Shout out to all those guys pulling out there. This opportunity, the platform they're giving, like, what the pressure, bro? A national television, you go against Baker Mayfield, who's been balling his ass out. You go against Mike Evans, who you've said is a top 5 wide receiver all time. And if not, damn sure top 10.
Yeah.
And then his kid, Emeka Buka, who's been just insane this season.
Legend killer.
And they killed all those legends.
They did.
I mean, hopefully prayers up for Mike Evans. He gets well and, can continue whatever. But, yeah, I mean, what the fuck?
You look at this and pressure busts pipes or pressure makes diamonds. And the Detroit Lions were walking around with an iced out Audemars on because they had diamonds popping up all over the place. Like you talk about a diamond in the rough or 2 diamonds in the rough or 3 diamonds in the rough. Like these guys, Nick Whiteside got himself an NFL contract. I wholeheartedly believe that.
Because
that game
right up in you.
He is going to be on an active roster for game 1 next year, whether it's in Detroit or whether it's somewhere else. Nick Whiteside, Avondale's own, got himself an NFL contract with the way he performed. I want to be here too.
We lost Rocky Sin during that game, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Like these guys bawling out of their minds. And Legion of whom? Shout out to whoever came up with that. It's fucking brilliant.
It is brilliant. We got a couple super chats in there. Hey, really, Mr. Biggs in the Woodward Sports chat says, anyone notice how many ex-Lions are making other teams' rosters? Probably going to those practices like hardened Spartans whooping dudes.
Yeah.
That's fact. Chase Lucas, big time game.
Who's the kid that left here last year and ended up going with Arizona? Now he's one of the starters. Star? Something? All-Star? I don't know.
No.
Starling?
I know who you're
Starling Thomas?
Starling Thomas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's dude.
And now you've got Whiteside and Hallett and Mallet and
Ballett brothers.
And Timothy Chalamet. Like
you got Lucas making plays the other night.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like he could put us out there at safety and make something happen. Like,
John Martin with a super chat in there. He says, I live in Green Bay. The local radio here is delusional. I
believe it.
Yeah, but like
I believe it.
Like I said, man,
this not real.
This Legion of whom, as the people on social media are calling it, the Detroit Lions fans are lovingly calling these guys, Hallett, Mallet, Chalamet, it doesn't matter. They were out there making plays against the Mike Evans, against an Ibuka, who is going to be your offensive rookie of the year, against a Baker Mayfield. And I know Ali McNeil and Aiden Hutchinson played a big role in those guys getting the opportunities because they were putting so much pressure on Baker Mayfield to make these throws, but they were there. They were getting their hands up. They were not holding. They were not doing anything. It was just a beautiful performance by the Legion of whom. And I want to see that continue. You're going to need it because hopefully Terrion Arnold can go after the bye week. I don't know about DJ Reed. We haven't heard much about him yet.
He officially be eligible after the bye week.
He will officially be eligible after the bye week.
I think he's probably the closest guy to doing
it.
it.
Yeah.
I think Davenport's probably going to be on there. I think everybody else, I think he is the one because hamstring typically is like that 1 to 4 week window. We need the extra roster spot to grab these guys. By the way, Kendall Fuller, I saw people asking why wasn't he in this game. But guys, we just signed him. He has to get in football shape. He hasn't played football, I think.
Yeah.
I forgot who asked him, but he's been like since last December. He's going to be probably a minute before we see him out there on that field. But Nick, how you feeling about the Legion of Whom?
Honestly, it was incredible. It was so much fun to watch these guys make play after play after play. Ford Field was loving it. Great atmosphere there. They gave like the wristbands out that lit up.
It's lit.
How'd it look on TV?
I didn't notice them.
Really?
But it's also inebriated, so.
It wouldn't be the only one there, Eazy. Yeah, it was a lot of fun inside Ford Field and just play after play by the secondary. It's so great to see moving forward as this defensive line comes along with Aleem coming healthy now. You know, you see Tyleek starting to make strides, hopefully as he enters into later in his rookie season, you know, in that pass rushing ability a little bit from the interior. Him and Aleem could be a really big dynamic duo, I think, in that front to help guys like AQM and Hutchinson on the outside. So as those guys really get ramped up and going, it's going to be great to see these guys that are filling in right now be depth pieces for a team that has their 2 starting corners back. And I'm fired up because this defense doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. It's just getting better and better. And if you have a guy like Shep leading them, it's incredible. Every time I hear him talk, I'm like, this guy couldn't even just be a head coach. This guy could legitimately be the president. Like, I'm running through a wall out for this guy.
I swear, it's my favorite thing all week, man, is listening to these Shep press conferences. Whether they did well, whether there's injuries, whether they did shitty, he's just fired up either way. I mean, you guys watch the show. If you're here Monday through Friday, 5 through 7, those Thursday shows or those Friday shows, we bring you those Shep clips, and he's bringing the heat every single time. But just how could you not? Even if you're that backup safety, whoever you are, like that, your defensive coordinator believes in you in that moment like that, where he's talking about like the safety position, like you gonna put Rocky sitting there. No, I got guys that have been busting their ass here.
No,
and I'm gonna give them their opportunity.
And now you have even more trust in them. Like Thomas Harper went out there when Kirby went down in the last game, and he had a PBU. The depth of this team is insane, and they've been battle tested now on the defensive line, on the offensive line, in the secondary, in the linebacking core. All of these guys throughout this lineup have had meaningful snaps and meaningful roles in NFL victories, and they are all battle tested, so you feel comfortable. If somebody's got to miss a game, you know somebody's going to step up and make plays.
Absolutely. Chris, I know you had something real quick.
I mean, I just want to say this really quickly because I made that joke last week about Kendall Vildor getting the interception, but truthfully, I was a little salty, like given our situation, like damn,
yeah, we
could have used a guy like that. But shout out to Shep for just being able to coach up whoever is in that locker room, man. It speaks to it. Again, we can't talk about it enough. The culture and the coaching staff that this Lions organization has built out is what is going to sustain your excellence. When everybody talks about, you know, who goes in the door, who goes out the door, if this culture stays the same, this team's success is going to stay the same for a very long time. Because that's just what good teams do.
Absolutely.
It is.
Let's go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to keep talking Lions. We got Aleem McNeil.
Yeah, I got Aleem McNeil. Let's pull the Aleem McNeil.
Aleem McNeil, the breakdown. But first, let me tell you about Loom Cannabis. Go to Loom.com to find a store near you. They've got a ton of very cool specialty items like their Buzzin' drinks that are 7.5 milligrams THC in a can wrapped in bubbles. They got the apple cider flavor coming out for the fall months. Going to be perfect. Listen, you go into the cider mill with your kids and your wife, and you know you don't want to get drunk and take one of those Buzzins, drink it. You'll love the cider mill. It'll be your favorite place ever. You'll walk around all happy, and it'll be amazing. Go to Loom.com and use promo code WSN30 to get 30% off your order. It's Loom Cannabis.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Buddy's Pizza's been around for 79 years. The Detroit Lions are running a good franchise right now. How about being around one of the best for 79 years? They invented the Detroit-style pizza that you're seeing all the way in freaking Thailand. It's Buddy's Pizza. They invented. Make sure you check them out. Get yourself 10% off by using the promo code TimMeal. Head over to buddyspizza.com. All right. They still doing the barbecue? No. Okay. God damn it. What up, though? Welcome back to It's Live, WoodwardSports.com. I am Eazy, joined by Spimo Raxter, Chris, Nicholas Kohloff. Smash the like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Share the stream.
Share it.
Now, this segment initially was supposed to be just highlighting Aleem McNeil and his return. What a one hell of a fucking return. But we're also segue a little bit into why PFF fucking sucks. Allegedly, it's been brought to my knowledge that he's been one of the worst rated Detroit Lions and one of the best defensive performances on the season. I'd say throughout the NFL, especially considering, like, again, who you're going up against. Maybe not the. I mean, you had the Chiefs. I think they may have shut out the Las Vegas Raiders. That's a Las Vegas fucking Raiders. The Buccaneers were the number one team. Guys had them number one in the power rankings. For damn sure, the NFC. Here is a little bit of tape from Aleem McNeil. A couple of his pass rushes where I was just fucking beside myself. I played Return of the Mac 6 times today in the shower. That's a fact. Check out this first one. By the way, I know that backup right guard, that's their center, Graham Barton, who we liked out of the draft, getting put up in Baker Mayfield's lap. The second one takes a double team, forces inside. Now Baker Mayfield has to jump outside. Now Aiden Hutchinson's chasing him. Second one takes a right guard, drive him Miss Daisy. Put him in Baker Mayfield's lap again. Dude. This guy, Aleem McNeil, was I told you. Yeah. And maybe not you, maybe Samuel was. I was like, we draft guys that love the sport of football. Aleem McNeil's been deprived of that since December of last year. He's going to be an absolute fucking menace in this game. Shame on me for not circling him before you guys, too. I mean, I'll tell you, he's the guy fucking driving these offensive linemen back in the lap of Baker Mayfield. Aleem McNeil was an absolute fucking menace yesterday on the Monday Night Football game. And the first 5 games that him and Hutch played last season, just 5 games, the two of them combined for 10 sacks. 10 of them things. I cannot be any more happy to have Aleem McNeil back than I'm happier than I thought I was going to be. Yeah. And this is like when you fucking, that one thing you wanted for Christmas, and you wake up Christmas morning and you actually fucking got it. And it's there. You actually got it. Like, you got me, Santa got me the remote control Tony Hawk. That's that 1 year. The 1 year I got the one thing I wanted. That's that Christmas. That's what I got last night.
Ejecto seat Batmobile.
Ejecto seat Batmobile. You wake up and it's out there waiting for you.
That was one of my favorite.
That's what last night was. Maybe a little cherry on top, maybe the cool bow or cool wrapping paper would have been a sack, but I don't need that. I know what I want out of my defensive tackles. I know what I want out of my defensive linemen. A disruptor. Get up in there, get nasty, make that. And by the way, too, Baker Mayfield, shout out to Neil, because Neil called this out too. Maz. And I don't want to just throw Maz on the bus because I love him dearly. People saying Baker had a bad game. Yeah, he did have a bad game, but it wasn't because he's had a bad game. He was under duress the entire way through.
He was scared.
The defensive line was all up in his fucking face. They were forcing throws, rushing him to throws. It was a mess. That offense couldn't get anything going because of that motherfucker. Because of Aiden Hutchinson. Because of AQM led the team in pressures last night with 8. Come on. I mean, Aleem McNeil, welcome back, brother. Return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac. You needed it. Aleem McNeil, like I said, is the second best pass rusher on this team, and having him back just helps those edge rushers because your quarterback can't sit there in the pocket or step up in the pocket when they have a 315-pound man being pushed into their lap by another 315-pound man. Like, this guy, Aleem McNeil, is so important for what the Lions want to do defensively, and I don't care about PFF. Please don't ever mention PFF scores to me. They are stupid nerds, not even smart nerds. They are stupid nerds who don't watch football and just make shit up. I don't give a fuck about any PFF stat ever. This guy, Aleem McNeil's impact was palpable. You saw it out there every single play. And even when Aleem McNeil was off the field, you had arrested Tyreek Williams. You had arrested DJ Reader. Those guys creating havoc in the middle as well. what he does for this defense cannot really be quantified because it makes everybody else better. It really does. And I know that's cliche, and I know that you can say that about a lot of people, but when you look at I didn't like that one, Nick. When you look at these guys, and they are so disruptive. They are so disruptive. Like Aiden Hutchinson, Aleem McNeil, all the stuff I'm saying about Aleem McNeil, you can say about Aiden Hutchinson. He makes everybody around him better. He makes everybody's job easier because they are so disruptive. If you don't double team them, you will not get a playoff. And we saw it yesterday, man.
Shout out to Rage Titan Woodward Sports Chat. He's the super chat. He says, Spinny, I had to tell my family about you when I started laughing at Tyrus Wheat balling out. And listen, you want to know why Tyrus Wheat is balling out? You want to know why AQM is balling out? Because they're blessed with these one-on-one situations because they have Aiden Hudson and Aleem McNeil on the same fucking team. And both those guys need to be accounted for. Yeah, you're only double teaming one of them when it comes to the offensive lineman. But Aiden Hudson right now is the I think it's just a tweet, actually. 56% of the time, Aiden Hudson is chipped off the line. In comparison to other guys, TJ Watt, 39%.
Wow.
Just for some context.
Only 2 players above 30 are him and TJ Watt, and he's at 56.
56% of the time this man has to be accounted for. And then you have Aleem McNeil. I mean, you can run that tape again if you want. I don't know if we're allowed to show porn like that. A little bit of football porn, if you will. But Aleem McNeil's getting down and dirty on that one. Just that's why you're having this Tyrus Wheat showings. That's why you're having these AQM showings.
You know,
and I want to discount AQM, actually. He's an effort motherfucker. He's a baller.
Listen, me and Brad, we know ball players when we see ball players. And there was something about Tyrus Wheat that tickled the fancy of both me and Brad Holmes.
Yeah, we never doubted Tyrus Wheat once.
Never. We knew.
We were big Tyrus Wheat guys all the way through. He's wearing a Wheat costume.
We're good. Tyrus Wheat season. We told you it was going to happen. We were not being facetious. We were not being sarcastic. We knew Tyrus Wheat season was going to happen. And it happened. Sack and a half, even though
Shut
he
up and
kicked
take my
Baker
money.
in the shins for one of them. Well, fucking take it. Shout out to Tyrus Wheat for real, though. All joking aside, big game for him.
Another guy with a forced fumble, by the way, too.
Yep.
Just tearing it up. Yeah, this defensive line has been – and again, I'll say this. You know, they did have a banged-up offensive line, but that's what's supposed to happen in that situation, man. You're supposed to go out there and do what you did, but they did it across the board. Even Tristan Wirfs got worked. I was going to say this for a Hutch segment, but shit. Tristan Wirfs is – there's 3 guys in the best tackle conversation right now, in my opinion. Our guy, Penei Sewell, Lane Johnson, Tristan Wirfs, and maybe you'll throw them all out if you want to make 4.
Alert. Hot take alert.
I'm putting Trent
Hot
Williams
take.
over.
He's older.
So is Lane Johnson.
But is Trent still performing too? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he looked pretty fucking good in there. Like,
for political reasons,
we'll
make it a top 5 for best tackle in the National Football League. Tristan Wirfs is one of them. Aiden Hudson hit him with a couple of his patented spin moves. You can play whatever one and then play the other ones after. It's nasty, nasty work by Aiden Hudson on a spin move with Tristan Wirfs here. One of them actually got a QB hit on. The other one, unfortunately, because he has to be accounted for, another man was there to make up for it. Whoop. Baker Mayfield rushed the throw, still got hit. Beach, incomplete pass, by the way, too. Second one, or I don't know, this might be the same one, don't matter.
Yeah, I got
Nasty spin move. The other one actually hit was even nastier, but he had the guard. You can play that one when you're ready, Chris.
Right here.
But they had the guard waiting for Hutch to make sure it didn't, you know what I'm saying, obviously it didn't go down. Tristan Wirfs, again, one of the best. Look at that! Are you kidding me? I apologize. Usually I circle the guy. Hutch the guy all the way to the left there.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he cooked him a couple times.
Again, top 5 defense for me. Fuck your stats. Fuck your points per game.
Fuck your SPIPA.
Whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, fuck your EPA. Shove it up your ass. Turn the ball over and give me a pass rush.
My balls were
That's
fire.
what I need. And that's what Detroit Lions defense has been giving you. I think they're carried that one way all the way to the Super Bowl. Is that crazy to say? Maybe it was, but I'm feeling that way right now. And I'm the one who's usually fucking like tempering expectations.
I don't think it's crazy to say that. Today is a victory Tuesday. You just beat the best team in the NFC. Yeah, you can definitely say that today, Eazy. And I think this team is going to go as this pass rush goes. And with Aleem McNeil back, it's not slowing down. Aiden Hutchinson and Aleem McNeil is the best dynamic duo, honestly, in the NFL. It's up there with the Giants, I would say, as 2 elite players on a defensive line.
Even when you go back and watch, if you want to do the lean one just one more time, just the first one, we can cut it off if you like. Even that one, like you could say they had their 3rd string right guard, which is true. You could say that they're their backup right tackle, which was true. But in the very first play, the man that's being driven back into the lap of Baker Mayfield was Will Barton, one of their better offensive linemen. He's actually so good that he was playing left tackle at some point in the season and right tackle. They moved him to center because of the injuries. He's just that versatile. But Lee McNeil's didn't give a fuck about it. And Lee McNeil's driving him back. In a one-on-one situation, in a double-team situation, Lee McNeil was an absolute monster last night. I mean, what? What are we doing? They were so good. The Legion of Whom was birthed. Like that's how good the defensive line performed for you. Again, one more time, because they deserve their name said too. Nick Whiteside, Eric Hallett, Arthur Mollett, Thomas Harper. Shout out to Legion of Whom, man.
And Aiden Hutchinson and Lee McNeil, what they did in that last game was more than just like make Baker uncomfortable. It was more than just have him go out there and be a little worried, man. Aiden Hutchinson and Lee McNeil went out there as Aiden Hutchinson and Lee McNeil, as well as Tyrus Wheat and Alquani Muhammad and DJ Reader and Tyleek Williams in the rotation you have on that defensive line. They scared Baker Mayfield. They scared him good. Like he was, even when he had time, even in the off chance that they weren't pushing his guards into his lap, he heard footsteps in that pocket, and he was overthrowing guys by 10 yards. Multiple times in this game, we just saw bad, ugly throws from Baker Mayfield that weren't anywhere near any wide receiver because of the pressure that the Detroit Lions were putting on him the entire game. He was shook. Say their names! Witness them!
Acknowledge me!
Acknowledge me! The Legion of Whom, man. Shout out to the Legion of Whom.
Shout out, man. Tons more Detroit Lions content. Plus, you guys obviously are always part of the show. Make sure you get in your super chats so we can find you. Chat's kind of busy today. Breaking down Detroit Lions victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But Feist, tell us about Jack's Car Wash.
Jack's Car Wash. Listen, there are 40-plus Jack's locations around Michigan. You can text WSN to 888-522-1729 and get yourself a free Jack's Car Wash. I'm looking at one right there. I know there's like 2 more down Woodward. You can find one near you if you really try hard enough. Text WSN to 888-522-1729. Take a car wash on me.
Ever wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep.
Edwards has it. 10, 5, touchdown.
On the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Lamar looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
Where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Stop in, sit down, relax, get an award-winning haircut from one of our lovely, talented stylists. You can get a hot leather neck shave, a scalp massage, and hot towel treatment. All that wrapped into one in the King's treatment. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. It's wicked awesome.
What up, though? Welcome back to What Are the Weights live on WoodSports.com. Eazy by Spin More Rax, young Chris, Nicholas Kohloff. Smash like button. Honestly, do us the biggest favor. We are the late show. A lot of you guys driving home, a lot of you guys eating dinner with your families. If you could, smash the like button so others can find this. If you enjoy this content, after the show. It'd mean the world to us. But Detroit Lions won a game last night. We were the victims of some referee abuse, it felt like last week. This week, I mean, there was some stuff I could agree to. But
it was bad on both sides.
Yeah.
Like, it was just a poorly officiated
game. Do you...
Like, we got away with some stuff. They got away with some stuff. The push-off on J-Mo was bad. The no-trip on Baker was bad.
Yeah, push-off on J-Mo was nuts.
Like, it was just a poorly officiated game.
What was the ugliest call to you? But real quick, actually, I'm sorry. The people bitching about the fucking first down or alleged first down from K-Dot was not a first down at all whatsoever.
Bruce Arians. That was not a first down.
Bruce Arians, former Tampa Bay Buccaneer head coach.
Yeah, come on, dude. Like, I know that you won a Super Bowl with Tampa and you're Tampa forever, but, like, you saw that camera angle where he was obviously down before he made the line to gain. Like, I don't know what else that means to you other than that wasn't a first down, but, like, come on, dude. He was on the Pat McAfee show. He's like, oh, yeah, you really couldn't tell if it was. Yeah, you could. Just look at it.
They didn't have a great shot of it inside. I honestly thought that he
got it.
Yeah, I did. Inside, they didn't show us whatever angle
it was
they had on TV.
Angle right down the line from
yeah.
like the pylon camera or whatever, and it was clear and obvious.
Because I was shook that they called that after taking another look at it.
Yeah, that was
weird. We're turning this one over.
That part was the weird part, yeah.
That was the weird part, and that's why it's like, honestly, I'm trying to just put it behind me, but it is feeling a little bit more and more like the WWE. It straight up is. It's how I'm feeling right now, and I am disgusted. Like, being on that side of it, like, yeah, it was nice to get the call, but it felt gross. It's
gross, too, because it's a game where we didn't need them.
Exactly.
Like, even the Tampa Bay guys, at least the Tampa Bay guys that I know, Sammer was like, you guys beat us. Like, your defensive line, as per tape, and you guys watched last night, too, was all over the place. Mm-hmm. But we didn't need the extra oomph. But
like I said, both sides. It was,
but definitely more our way, I'd say, for sure. But not even a lot, though. Like, the ones I would readily admit is, like, the leg kick.
The Baker.
The tripping, that was bad. There was one other one maybe, too, that I can't think of at the top of my head. Those are the only ones I was like, okay, I could see them being upset about. The K-Dot and stuff. I guess if you're talking about it from the way that we dealt with it last week, where it's like, hey, you went back, and then you changed it up. But the difference with our situation, talking about the fourth down call, where that's the second look, the difference was Dan Campbell threw a challenge flag on it, which makes all things reviewable. All reviewable aspects are reviewable at that point. Where the other one was like, okay, clearly somebody called down. And obviously someone called down for this one too. But, I mean, they got the call right at the end of the day. Oh, the Tesla PI no call. Yep, that's fair. This is Chuck Brewer in the Woodward Sports chat. I'll give him that one. The leg kick, and I think that's – if there's any Tampa Bay fans, JT Olsen, if you're in here, maybe you're not in here today because you're grieving from getting your ass whooped.
I don't see him in there today.
Because they're bitching a lot. What was the other ones? I'll find it. A lot of that shit, though, I was like, that's
the interception
football.
They're bitching at, but that was – it wasn't
okay, that one was weird.
No. He never had control of the ball. He never had control of it. Somebody had
a screenshot was like on his shoulder.
Hallett ran over there, grabbed two arms around it, and he was holding on to Hallett's arm. He never had control of the ball.
It definitely, upon review, like when they replayed it a bunch of times, Hallett looked like the one who made the catch.
Yeah.
And it was Otten trying to strip
That's
the ball
exactly
from
what
him.
It was, yeah.
But there is that one thing you said it, and I'm not as familiar with it, but it's like in those situations,
simultaneous possession. And if he caught it and Hallett grabbed it, it would have been a catch.
But
at
any point he didn't catch it.
He never had possession of the ball.
Yeah. Whoa. What was your reaction to that one live then, Nick? Did you think that he caught that or interception?
It was great to see it called our way. I mean, it's just how it felt last night. I didn't believe that they had a bad game all around. I thought we got a ton of calls, which I literally called for happening last week when we talked about this game, that this was going to be the benefit of the doubt every single time was going to go to the Lions, and that's what we saw in this game. For the narrative of there being a rematch in the NFC Championship game, or the Detroit Lions obviously being the best team in the NFC right now, they needed the Detroit Lions to come away with the W, honestly. Like, it's so effed up to say. But everybody knew that this game was going to the Lions. I truly believe that.
Like, I was nervous going into it. I'm not going to lie. I was nervous as shit.
I knew that we were going to get some massages along the way.
I see what you're saying.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I told Sammy that too. I was like, you, brother, they owe us.
I love some Grady
and
Dick.
They paid their
love
debt.
some Grady Dick.
Speaking of referees getting shit, did you see Drake Kinlaw?
Yeah.
Got suspended for hawking down Brad Allen to give
Love
peace
it.
his mind. I love it too.
Love
that guy should not be officiating
Fuck Brad Allen,
National
dude.
Football League games. Not at all. Not a fucking chance. I'm trying to find some of these other shit they were complaining about too, but yeah. That OPI on Jamal was bullshit. 100% agree with you on that one.
Yeah, and Khalif was getting mauled on the other side of the field. And J-Mo didn't push off. He just broke his hands and then snagged the ball.
Oh, that's the other one they bitched about too when Amon-Ra looked like he ran through their corner.
Yeah.
But the corner initiated the contact.
Yeah.
What do you want Amon-Ra to do at that point?
Just
you're gonna drag onto my shoulder pad. Yeah, I'm gonna shove you the fuck off because Amon-Ra's a football player at the end of the day. He's not gonna sit there and flop. It's not basketball. I'm gonna we're wearing pads. We're wearing helmets. I'm gonna put my head down and you get the fuck off me. I'm gonna get open and continue to be an all pro. I'm not complaining about that one at all either. I'm not mad at the officiating. Obviously, my team won though. So
yeah, can't be too mad.
But if you're smart, you knew it's not like you got fucked over by anybody either.
Like I said, it wasn't. It was just a poorly officiated game both ways. Like the refs sucked. It was just not a good game for the refs. And I do believe they got the right call with the interception and the fourth down not being a first down.
Yeah, the other one they were bitching about too is the fucking perfect. The one where Penny got to cruising, where he fucking smacked my man on the shoulder pads before he got there. They're trying to say he got smacked in the head. No, bro, that was his shoulder. I mean, the 22 version of it.
Who fucking cares?
There was a phantom face mask that was not called our way. That they got Gibbs on.
No, I saw that one.
He didn't close the hand, right?
And yeah, he did not close the hand. He just kind of like rubbed his face. So like, because no, we were watching it, and we thought that the penalty was on the Lions for something. We thought it was on the face mask. I was like, oh, they're gonna pick that up because he didn't. But there wasn't one. That was a fine call. That wasn't a face mask. He just kind of caressed him.
All right, now we got that out of the way. Let's go to break. Come back. I can do two things for you. Oh, go ahead, Nick.
Real quick, just before we wrap up for next segment. Brock Wright, few catches in this one.
Yeah.
He's certainly going to get a first touchdown, and we are going to be on that bet. Let's go.
First game out of the bye.
I will bet it every single game until he gets it.
They had a good play drawn up for Brock Wright to make a first down, and it worked very well.
That looked like a play that could be ran in the red zone as well.
Absolutely.
Short yardage
It moved
situation.
from plus 10,000 to 8,000 yesterday. Vegas is starting to catch on, boys. Brock Wright, first tutty incoming.
Who was the guy you got into it with at the beginning of the show because you weren't praising the offense? John something? Big John. Big John, we can talk to the offense. Tate Rad's going to get some love. Jameer Gibbs going to get some love. Maybe some questions for Johnny Moe. And we got Jameson Williams expressing some
frustrations.
What?
Yes. All that and more, but first we got to tell you guys about Mad Packs.
Mad Packs. Go to getmadpacks.com to find a store near you carrying the best product in the game, whether it's the high-low pre-rolls, the Boom Shakalaka Tarantula, the THCA Blizzard Pack Infused Moon Rocks, or any of their top shelf strains. Just go to getmadpacks.com. You can find a store near you today. Mad flavor, mad high. Mad Packs.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won. We got Tully, everybody. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join him every Tuesday on Big D Energy and Thursdays on the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep. All of his visits sponsored by Michigan Sports and Spine and MRI of Southfield. Give Doc a call at 248-426-9944.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy, my Spin More Reaction. Chris, Nicholas Kohloff. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. We've been talking about it. We've been putting it to the side a little bit because at the end of the day, I feel like James was a team guy. I actually still feel like he is a team guy. But he did express some things on Instagram early in the morning. He tweeted both these pictures. Posted both these pictures. No context. Maybe he was in line at the DMV. I mean, we don't know. We don't know what it is. And maybe he's sick of people asking the question. Maybe he's sick of people building the narrative. Or maybe he's truly frustrated with the target share that he's been receiving. Last night, only 2 targets, no catches. He did catch 1, but got called back for something.
The push-off.
That was a push-off. Spinny, where you at with this one?
I mean, he said himself that he doesn't care about targets like we do. But obviously, everybody wants to get some action. And
especially on Monday Night Football.
And
the offense not producing. You feel like you're the guy that could save them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with it. Raise the Sales says he's talking about the bye week, fellas. That could be true, too.
Well, why?
Because, you're not doing anything. It's the bye week. And so the football, crying football because he's not playing football this week. And, I believe Jameson Williams when he says he doesn't care about his target share. And Jameson Williams got paid. So it's not like he's fighting to have a contract anymore. And would I like to see him get more involved? Sure. But if you win games, I don't care. You got Jameson Williams involved against the Chiefs, and you didn't win that game. So, I mean, I'm not saying that those two things equate at all. But, dude, the JSN dunking on the ref was so awesome. But
I gotta watch that.
I really like Jackson Smith and Jigma. But
he's good.
I'm not worried about it. I know Jameson Williams is a team player. I know he's not too worried about it. So, just Vikings. He likes to do work against the Vikings, so hit him with some deep shots there.
Yeah, they're trying to pipe
their
up
secondary is ass too.
Yeah,
Isaiah Rod. Yeah, Jalen Hurts just put up 300 passing yards on him.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts balled out. They got a good team though. We got a good team as well.
We got a better team.
The Jameson Williams stuff, man. I think it's. I don't want to relate it to AJ Brown, but I in a game where the offense is struggling and you're a guy of his caliber, you feel like, you're a guy that can help. Throw me some bail here. Give me the ball. But watching the tape for the 2 targets, they were just be real about it. JJ didn't have his best game either. They were missed opportunities by Jared Goff. And the other thing too is
the defensive line
Tampa Bay's pressure. Yeah. They cook it up. Todd Bowles one of the best in the game at doing it. They beat this team last year. You don't like what Johnny Mo's doing on the offense. Last year you had Frank Ragnow and Ben Johnson, and they were turning up and getting after Jared Goff, and you lost that game. So this year, the offensive line's worse. If you have questions about Johnny Morton, give Todd Bowles some credit. That's what he does. Vita Vea, they're sending blitzes. They got after us. They sacked Jared Goff 4 times last night. And Taylor Decker played. Taylor Decker looked bad last night. And I feel like for Jameson Williams, I know this offseason we were hyped up about the different type of routes he's running. He's no longer running all this deep stuff or intermediate stuff like that. But, that's what he's best at. That's what his job is to do for the other guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown, for Brock Wright, Sam Laporte, whoever it may be, clear it out. And so there are going to be deep balls. It takes time to develop those, and you're getting a lot of pressure on you. It's not gonna go in his favor. It's just the reality of the situation. The other thing, too, you said it as well, Spinny. Last week, J-Mo was the leading wide receiver on this team. Did the Detroit Lions win that game?
No, they did not.
I can't force targets to appease you when ultimately we want to win the football game. And Johnny Mo said, too, I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm going to target Amon-Ra St. Brown. He is our best football player on this team. A wide receiver, at least, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And Neil made a good point of it. Did you see the safeties? like how they were playing against Jameson Williams, and like you're not just going to force the ball into double coverage down the field to Jameson Williams. You're going to take the checkdowns because
the second target he got, it was almost picked off.
Yeah, your quarterback excels at the intermediate routes and the across the middle stuff. You have a guy in Amon-Ra St. Brown who excels at getting open in the middle of the field. Same with Sam Laporta, and they're seeing one-on-one matchups because Jameson Williams is requiring safety help on pretty much every opportunity when you're running pass sets. So you're not just going to throw it deep to J-Mo just because, like he's got, if he's open, and there was a play where J-Mo was getting open, but the pressure got to Jared Goff and he couldn't get the ball off in time, and that's going to happen. So I'm not too worried about it, man.
Yeah.
Would I like to see him get more involved? Like, yeah, for sure. I love J-Mo.
I'd like to, but I don't need
he's
it.
a game breaker.
I'd like to. My team's 5-2.
We won the game. I don't
You know what I'm
care.
saying?
You have the
Yes.
second best offense in football.
Had a top 3 offense 2 years ago, and I love J-Mo, but he was rarely involved. Like we've been that way. I want to win the fucking game. I don't care about whose numbers unless I'm gambling on it. And that's why you're mad about it. Shame on you. If you're saying yourself as a Detroit Lions fan, you shouldn't give a fuck about these things. It makes no sense. You're winning football games. You're 5-2. I can't just force feed targets for the fuck of it.
See, I think with this,
Brendan hopping in a Jag now too.
Yeah, you know,
Just got the Jag brothers. Brendan's a rich white.
Brand's a rich white. You didn't know that?
No, I mean, I could have assumed. He plays golf.
Chris?
I just can't also, get out of my head that one play that J-Mo had where he caught it, got called for the push-off.
Yeah.
Like, I think that kind of factors into his frustration. It's an overall combination of lack of targets, plus he did get his one opportunity, and it did look like something where it got called back, and then he was like, oh, come on, man. Like, I'm just trying to get my one. That's it. And that's where it was with J-Mo. So to me, I think that if a guy in this locker room around these players day in and day out that everyone is sacrificing, I think that he's fine. I don't think this is a non-issue. You know who I'd be more worried about? I'd be more worried about Monty than Gibbs if you had to be worried about somebody in terms of their unhappiness, because I mean Monty, it seemed like he was riding the hot hand, they weren't riding the hot hand with him when he was balling. And these last couple weeks he wasn't balling, so guess what? They went away from him.
Yeah, I got thoughts on that too. Because last night they did split the series. It was every other series.
Yeah.
It was started with Gibbs, then it was Monty, Gibbs, Monty, and Monty averaged 1.8 a carry.
Yeah, rough game.
Like he got 13 carries, 15 total touches compared to the 4 carries he got last week. Like I love Monty, and I'm sure he's made enough to others too. Like you had your opportunities, you didn't eat.
Yeah,
and it's not.
I don't think Monty's upset at all.
Johnny Morton's fault that when Gibbs was in, the series went a little bit longer because they were a little bit more productive. If you're going 1.8 per carry, that series is going to end a lot shorter, and you're not going to get as many touches.
Yeah, who said Monty's upset?
I'm just.
No.
I don't think either is.
I think people are upset. I saw a tweet, but again, it's the fantasy footballers. It is the gamblers. Like that. Those are the people getting upset. And if you're a Detroit Lions fan at the end of the day, you don't give a shit about that because you won the game. Now, had we lost the game, last week we lost the game, and last week I felt Monty was the hot end. I think that's the one thing I can complain about Johnny Mo a little bit about. One, the offensive line, I'm not going to blame any coaches. I think that's a little bit of development for your younger guys. But I do feel like when somebody is hot, he's still like sharing the ball. It's like, fuck that. If Monty's rolling right now, feed Monty. If Gibbs is rolling, feed Gibbs.
I agree.
You think that's something Goff can do? Sorry, Nick. You think that's something Goff can do, though? Because, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, he's the one doing it with the receivers, obviously, because he's throwing the ball. We see him go target happy with some players, like Amon-Ra he did last night. So, like, to me, I feel like Goff, with the reputation he has, like, can he just start,
I'm sure if Goff was like, no, we're going to have Monty in, or we're going to have Gibbs in for this drive, they would listen.
Right.
Jared Goff's not going to do that.
No.
That's on Johnny Morton.
And by the way, just real quick, do you want the numbers? David Montgomery, 13 carries. Jahmyr Gibbs, 17. David Montgomery, 2 targets. Jahmyr Gibbs, 3 targets. It's like he's getting his share. He just wasn't eating with his. He did do well with the targets, though. He did do well with the targets.
It's just less, it wasn't his night last night.
Yeah.
We've seen Monty games. We had a Gibbs game last night.
People blame it on coaching or anything other than that. Like he didn't produce and his opportunities given. Jahmyr Gibbs got 4 more carries. And then some people saying, all his carries came in the fourth quarter. Incorrect. Watch the game. They split the series. And Monty had 4 carries, I think it was, in the fourth quarter. Maybe been 6. But again, didn't eat with him. Nick, I'm sorry.
I think the biggest reason why Jameson Williams posted that is because it's not that, he didn't make, some contested catches or I think it's just how ugly it truly is at times with Jared Goff and Jameson Williams not being on the same page. I think that you can tell that there is still a disconnect in how to get Jameson Williams the ball where he can be utilized his best. And I think Jameson Williams, having those pictures on his Instagram story after a loss is telling on, it's just a head scratcher to me that they are not able to get on the same page. And I think it does have to do with his elite speed and, his routes. Honestly, I think them being on such a different page is why you saw that as in frustration, because it doesn't look good. It's not like it's almost there. They look completely disconnected at times. When you do see him go 0 for in a game, it's how it looks them not being on the same page at all.
You're 100% right.
It looks ugly.
Yeah. In that Browns game, I think it was Justin Rogers that went back and had the conversation with JG. And I guess there's a certain read on those deep routes where if J-Mo's going to take it for a touchdown, he cuts inside. But if Jared Goff being safe and trying to stay away from a safety so it goes out of bounds versus keeping it in the field of play, you throw the ball outside. Was a misread where JG was being JG, playing safe. It's how he plays. Boring missionary guy. Gets the job done, though. Went outside where J-Mo was thinking touchdown and went inside, and that's why they didn't connect on that one. But you're right, Nick. It is ugly when they don't connect. And I don't think – obviously Jared Goff can hit J-Mo. But it's not his. Amon-Ra is what Jared Goff feeds off.
And I really
intermediate shit.
I really don't care. He's not. Jameson Williams has come out and said publicly that he doesn't care about it. So,
and to the point where I think Chef made too, put him on slants. I guess I get that, but in that situation, you're force feeding the ball. If he is running these deeper routes and he's opening things up for the offense,
yes,
then that's what we're gonna do, and what benefits the offense most.
Yes.
This offense has been top 3 for the last 4 or 5 years. I mean, how long has it been? 4 years. Mm-hmm. And I love Jameson Williams. He's never been the catalyst. He can in a way he affects the game, but not with the ball in his hands. It does suck. But there's only one football to go around, and we're blessed enough to have a relationship with Allen Robinson. I know he spoke on the matter too. He said Jameis gonna be straight. He'll be good. He'll have his games, and we told you guys this too. That's the way this offense is gonna go. Sam Laporta, one of the best tight ends in the National Football League. What did he do for you yesterday? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like that sometimes, especially when you're going against a good defense like Todd Bowles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mm-hmm. It's just the reality of the situation. They drive Benzes too. You could drive Benz as well. If you bet with Caesar Sportsbook, that was probably the responsibility we do. Make sure you head over, scan the QR code, head over to CaesarSportsbook.com, use the promo code Woodward1000 and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if your first bet loses at CaesarSportsbook.com or scan the QR code. Use the promo code Woodward1000, get up to $1,000 back if your first bet loses.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Clear the schedule, Detroit. Make sure you guys tap in with Detroit football and Woodward Sports. And to go along with that, you guys know what it is. It is Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. It is 100% the drink of Woodward Sports and Detroit football. Make sure every time you guys are going out, if there's a big game on, make sure you pair it with Sun Cruiser. It truly is the best drink in the game right now. As you guys saw, we were a little toasty last night, but it was always because of the Sun Cruisers. They set you up great, making sure that you guys are strapped with the best time ever. Sun Cruiser.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward's Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy, my Spin More Rax, Young Chris, Nicholas Kohloff. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. As always, we'll get some of your guys' comments, too. If you would like to make sure your comment, your take is read, make sure you send it in the super chat. Skips the line, get you right to the top. Nobody said anything about Monty being an ass or being A.J. Brown. Says DNC-ENT. That's just Chris stirring up narratives.
I didn't say anything about that.
God damn it, Chris.
Chris, you trying to break this family apart, you piece of shit.
Listen, if nobody's going to say it, I'll say it. These guys hate each other. These guys fucking hate each other.
I don't think the locker room is as strong as we once expected.
I think everyone's looking at the wins, and they're not looking at the deep-rooted problems that this organization has. No, of course, everything is good. All I'm saying is, if there is anybody that has a right to be frustrated or may feel frustrated with their lack of production, it's Monty. And like we said, it was on Monty. We showed you by the numbers. Thanks, Eazy. By the numbers.
Way early super chat in there. I didn't think we read it. Detroit supremacy.
My bad.
It says, didn't watch the stream last night, but I heard Eazy made a friend.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Birdman, dude.
Shout out to Birdman.
The breath heard around the world.
Who the hell is this Birdman?
Oh, dude.
Oh, you missed him.
You missed him.
Big fan of the show.
You probably would have fought him.
Yeah, knowing Nick.
I'm glad he got out of there before.
He's a good guy. He's just a little rowdy. We try and do the show. He can't be, you know what I'm saying? Over
and his breath smelled really bad.
Yeah.
He was cool,
but
guy.
I do appreciate him supporting the show.
Appreciate him supporting the show. Appreciate him supporting us. But we had to keep telling him, like, brother, we're live. Like, please stop yelling in our ears.
Somebody brought up the perfect scenario, and I apologize that I can't find the comment. But talking about the Jameson Williams situation, Brock Wright is, in all due respect, probably the last go-to option out of these weapons.
And he's getting plays drawn up for him.
That fourth, but that's what it's for. It was in the offense. It's for the team, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to force a fourth down ball to Jameson Williams because he's Jameson Williams. I'm going to force the ball to whoever's going to open. I'm going to draw it up because I know Jameson Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameer Gibbs are drawing attention. And this guy.
And he's wide open.
Yeah, because he's the last option.
Surprise,
he's wide
surprise.
fucking open.
Yeah.
You convert a fourth down.
Team's game plan for Jameson Williams, and they double team Jameson Williams because you can live with a couple completions underneath to Amon-Ra St. Brown or to Sam Laporta, and they move the chains. You can live with that as a defense. You can't live with a 60-yard touchdown to Jameson Williams. And if you don't put a safety over top of him, that's what's going to happen. So he himself is taking away assets and allowing his teammates to get open. It might not look great, might not feel great for him, but it is such an important role in this offense.
How fucking insane was that defense last night? Because that offense, our offense, was shite for majority of the game. We had our moments where they were shite. And so for that defense to still getting trotted out there every single time and holding their own every single time, I mean, that was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That was nuts. And I mean, this is a good Tampa Bay team. I don't care about the injuries. They've had the injuries all year, and they've still been good. They played it to the wire against the Eagles. They beat everybody else. I I don't know. I'm blown away, honestly, by the defense.
It was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen in my life. When you count
context.
With the context, with who was out there, with who you were going against. They got Ibuka back. They got Mike Evans back. Baker Mayfield was playing out of his mind. Your offense was not doing you any favors at all in the first half. You let up, 58 yards in the first half is all you allowed?
And the only time they crossed into our territory is when they got advantageous situation because of the Jared
turnovers. Yeah, it was just an amazing defensive performance. Calvin Shepard had those guys working. Like what they did against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, against an MVP favorite, against a guy who Mike Evans was out there, Ibuka was out there. They just completely shut them down. And like you talked about the defensive line, Aleem McNeil and Aiden Hutchinson were absolutely ripping dudes off the ball and pushing them into the lap of Baker Mayfield, forcing him to get scrambly, forcing him to worry, to think, to throw the ball 10 yards overhead. The Legion of Whom was going out there and absolutely clamping people, whether it was Hallett or Mallet or Harper or Rock Ya-Sin or Whiteside or whoever. Amik Robertson, the lone starter out there, holding shit down, punching balls out at any opportunity. And then, like I said, I cannot gush enough about the performance of this linebacking core. When you look at Jack Campbell, Derek Barnes, and Alex Anzalone, it's the best linebacking core in the National Football League. Jack Campbell, seatbelt guys himself, making plays in the passing game. Alex Anzalone all over the place, getting pressure on Baker Mayfield on a touchdown-saving throw that allowed Hallett or Harper or whoever it was to get his hand up and knock that one down in the end zone. And then, of course, Derek Barnes getting his big, meaty paws up there, swatting balls down, playing the run, rushing the passer, playing in coverage. The linebacking core was fantastic. The Legion of Whom were standing on their heads.
Say those names!
Aiden Hutchinson and Aleem McNeil are the best pass rushing duo in the National Football League.
Nick Whiteside, Eric Hallett, Arthur Mullet, and Thomas Harper. The Legion of Whom.
Shout out to them.
And real quick
context. And Rock Ya-Sin and Amik Robertson as well.
Yes. Real quick context for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Amik Robertson not only just played out, balled out coverage-wise, had that forced fumble as well. But context for the Buccaneers offense, too. And obviously injuries throughout the way. But Buccaneers been playing good defenses, and they've been showing out, coming into the game and scoring points. I know the Falcons' offense is weird and wonky. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. But their defense has been pretty fucking consistently. They won that game 23-20. The Texans, same situation. Very, very, very ugly offense. I don't know what they're doing on that offensive line. Beside the point, that's one of the best defenses in the National Football League. You saw on display last night. Tampa Bay Buccaneers drove the ball down their throats to win that game, 20-19. The Jets. You know the Jets are the only team in NFL history to hold teams to 13 points back-to-back and not come away with a win.
That's crazy.
Good defense. For Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 29 points. Drove the ball down their throats. Won the game. Eagles. They lost that one, 31-25, but still 25 points in Philadelphia Eagles vaunted defense. That's a solid to me. How about the Seahawks? That's a good defense, too.
Mm-hmm.
Beat them 38-35. 49ers, they lost, obviously, your boy, Fred Warner. That one still put up 30 points. The Detroit Lions, only 9 points.
9 points.
9 points with a fucking backup secondary.
9 points, multiple fourth down stops, multiple interceptions and turnovers forced by the Legion of Whom, whether it was Mallet or Amik Robertson. We know Amik Robertson. That man was out there peanut punching everything he could see. He was giving two pieces. Dude was throwing combos out there. Like Floyd Robertson was absolutely dicing people up. And I just can't stop talking about Aleem McNeil because this man doing everything he wanted to the interior offensive line of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then, like I said, that allows DJ Reader to get some rest. That allows Tyleik Williams to not have to be an everyday player. And then you put out guys like Wheat and like Lacey and like Elquany Muhammad that are seeing one-on-ones every snap because you have Aleem and Hutch out there.
Watching that film, a little bit of film after watching the defense today, Tyleik Williams, when he's coming in fresh because Aleem McNeil started out there, way more pressure.
Problem.
Like he looked way better. I mean, obviously, I guess it is a shit offensive line, so you probably see those. But
still
looked probably the best he has in terms of pressure-wise yesterday. Did we read Burns' Super Chat? The Buccaneers drive with like 7 fourth down conversions that took so long. The Bucs had no chance to come back. Needs praise. It was like a war. Me and Smitty were actually talking about that just before we came out here for the show. where I was like, one of the coolest things. I know it didn't come away anything statistically, but just watching Hutch on that drive just fucking go to war. Out there fucking breathing through his mouth, spitting up, fucking telling the coaches, no, give me one more. Give me one more. Just battling time and time again. And they still didn't fucking score.
Yeah.
You know how tired those guys had to be on that drive?
When you look...
Shout out to Burn, by the way.
When you look at the leadership of this defense, when you look, starts with Kelvin Shepard. Mm-hmm. He holds his guys accountable, and he expects the same level of play from whoever is out there. You look at Aiden Hutchinson, the blue chip, the pass rusher, the franchise. He is out there telling people, no, I got one more in me, even though I just played 9 snaps of straight pass rush in a row because they're throwing the ball every single down. You look at Jack Campbell, the green dot, out there doing anything and everything that you need, playing with a lip hanging off of his face. Like, these guys are psychopaths on that side. You look at Amik Robertson leading that secondary of guys who haven't played here for more than a week, and he is out there doing everything he can to give this team multiple extra possessions, man. This defense are just absolute savages. They attack the ball with just this gusto and complete disregard for human life, and it starts at the top because that's what Shep preaches. We remember AG when he was in here, violence, aggression, and we're seeing that, man. These guys play ball so hard. It doesn't matter who's out there. It doesn't matter what they're lining up against. They're going to go out there with the same anger, the same aggression, the same controlled rage, and just absolutely smack you for the entire game. And it's going to wear down eventually. You're going to be Baker Mayfield in the pocket, hearing footsteps, because you've got Aleem McNeil and Hudson on your ass every single fucking play.
Make sure right now, guys, I put in the Woodward Sports chat for you guys asking about the Loose Can podcast with Buccaneers fans that was on last week. Very disrespectful, talking a lot of shit. Speedy left the voicemail last week talking that shit.
I did.
You guys can go over there right now if you want your link back. I put the link in the chat. Go to Sammer's tweet, hit the link there, leave a voicemail talking that shit. Let these Buccaneers fans know who runs this bitch. All right. 4 matchups in the last 3 years.
Chicken in the north.
3-1. Only won one of them teams. All right.
I hope we see you pussies in the playoffs too.
Nick,
we dominate you.
Actually,
every single time, even when you won, we dominated you.
Yeah, we did statistically. Yeah.
Bucks fans aren't even close to as bad as Chiefs fans.
No, I'm cool with Bucks fans, and I liked it. I like Baker a lot. I love Mike Evans. I like Todd Bowles, but we dominate you guys every time we play you. I don't have a problem with the Bucks. I actually like them and their fan base.
By the way, since 2023, Dan Campbell, Detroit Lions, 9-1 now after a loss.
Yep.
How about that? Nick, I know we threw a whole bunch out there. You got anything?
I'm chilling. Back to the desk.
All right, let's go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to keep talking.
Black Rock Lions.
But first, tell us about Black Rock, Chris.
Let me tell you about Black Rock Bar and Grill, the place you should have been last night. Man, look, they have a ton of deals, and when the Lions win, you win. Black Rock Bar and Grill, home of the steak on the stone, but also home of the deals. You see it right there. $19.99. Boom, steak and lobster. How about this? Boom. $14.99. Fish and chips, a sizzle above the rest. Check out any of the locations on the screen. And remember, when the Lions win, you win. So on Lions game days, make sure you're there because they have exclusive deals when the Lions win. So make sure you're tapping in at Black Rock Bar and Grill, home of the steak on the stone. Ready, set, sizzle.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Get ready for the ultimate sports experience. Join former University of Michigan star and NFL sensation Braylon Edwards alongside the charismatic Shep.
Braylon Edwards, touchdown
Michigan.
As they break down the latest in sports like never before. Tune into the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. only on the Woodward Sports Network. Don't miss out on hot topics, insider insights, and the banter that keeps you coming back for more.
Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. Give them a call. Visit them on lesstanford.com. They got deals to fit everybody in a car that will fit your budget. You'll be driving around in style. Listen, my guy, Goran, got me out of my old lease and into a new one in less than 30 minutes. Where else are you going to get that kind of service? Only at Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC.
What up, though? Welcome back to Order Weights Live on WoodwardSports.com. Use your best more Raxter on Chris Nicholas Kohloff. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream.
Smash.
We promised Big John some Tate Ratledge love. And so here comes some more football porn. You got the big Jahmyr Gibbs run, 78 yards for the second fastest play in the National Football League this year. Check out who sealed the deal to open that one up. Our guy, number 69. Tate Ratledge. Got him circled right there. Him and Penny Sewell come down the combo. He sheds off, grabs the linebacker. Come here.
That's not just any linebacker. That's Levante David.
He gone. That boy gone.
Yeah, you ain't catching that, Winfield.
Insane. Poor Antoine Winfield. I feel like Gibbs does this every other time they meet.
That's his son. Antoine Winfield is Jahmyr Gibbs' son.
And it's crazy because Antoine Winfield is a all-pro.
Top 5 safety in the league.
I mean, just nuts. But the main thing, our guy, Tate Ratledge, your guy, Tate Ratledge.
Yep.
Sealing the deal, help him make that happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing block. You see the perfectly executed double team with Penny Sewell. Boom. Right up to Levante
Turns
David.
him over.
Seals him inside, and the rest
hinge
is
block
history.
seal.
That is a perfect block. Perfect move up to Levante David to get the seal and part the Red Seas for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Was it 8 yards of carry for Jahmyr Gibbs last night?
Yeah.
He was huge.
Pretty good. You're going to win a lot of games if you're averaging 8 yards of carry.
How about when he started the game? I mean, again, the offense not great last night, but even when he started the game, that juke he had after that catch, that was filthy as well.
Mm-hmm.
Problems with the offense last night, Smitty? What was it to you? I know we talked a little bit last night during the game, but let's reiterate, what was the issue for you, in your opinion?
I'm blaming the offensive line, and I'm blaming Johnny Morton in the first half.
Okay.
They did not do a great job at giving Jared Goff enough time, and he wasn't as comfortable as he normally is in the pocket. And I thought the play calling in the first half was kind of rudimentary. You saw in the second half he got back to what the Lions offense does so well, where you set up, you're setting things up. You set this up here, you run off of that, you pass off of here, you fake this there, and the plays looked more executed. They looked more confident, and they looked like it was a better just flow of play calling, where the offense in the first half I think was kind of stagnant, and they had a couple plays that broke out, but the play calling really wasn't giving a flow to the offense. But in the second half, they shaped that up, and it was much better.
Yeah, I'm with you on the offensive line too. I might even say it was the biggest verdict just because you're the fucking Batmobile. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Jared Goff is Batman. He needs the Batmobile. Yeah, he had the fucking Batarang and whatever the fuck else you want to say.
Bat shark repellent.
Yeah, bat shark repellent.
That's an actual thing, happened in a movie.
Oh, yeah, he had all those things. He had Jahmyr Gibbs. He had Amon-Ra. But the Batmobile gets him to where he needs to go. That's the locomotive.
Had a flat. Batmobile had a flat.
Batmobile had a flat. A couple penalties on those guys. I don't remember if it was a false start or a holding, but
false
both
start on Taylor Decker
Sewell and
Penny.
Taylor Decker. Yeah, each of them had one of those. Yeah, the offensive line was probably the biggest issue for me last night. But again, last year, because I don't want to be down on it. I will be. Taylor Decker was definitely disappointing, but you saw him grabbing that shoulder. That's obviously still bothering him, and maybe he's not in shape as well too. But like the other part of it, this defensive line gave you issues last year as well too.
That's what I was going to say. Clem Vinson in the Woodward Sports chat makes a great point. Says more credit to Bulls, less blame to the O-line. Morton breaks even. He deserves some. Yeah, I mean, Todd Bowles, an amazing, one of the best defensive minds in the National Football League. Mm-hmm. The defense is always tough in Tampa Bay. But even with that, there were mistakes from the Lions offense. It wasn't like, obviously Tampa was making plays, and those you factor in. But like Eazy said, the false starts, You can't have. That sets you back. You can't be behind the sticks, especially against a good defense. The interception by Jared Goff was bad. The pass blocking on the strip sack, it wasn't great. Jared Goff could have slid up in that pocket too. Like, those were, I don't want to say self-inflicted mistakes. I mean, the penalties are self-inflicted mistakes, but I think Goff didn't look comfortable in the first half to me. And in the second half, obviously, he looked really comfortable, and they took care of business. So no harm, no foul. But, yeah, it was good defense, good defensive play caller, and you made the adjustments you needed to in the second half.
What do you think happened on that interception? I'm watching it back right now. Like, you think it's just a bad throw?
It was just a bad throw.
Terrible throw.
It was. Yeah. It was a bad.
It was so bad. I feel like somebody was supposed to be there or something. I mean, like, it was.
He overthrew or he underthrew Amon-Ra. He was trying to lace one between
the zone.
A zone and.
Yeah. I mean, that's a risky throw to make, man. That's gonna happen sometimes.
Yeah.
And it was a little. Again, I tell you guys this. I know. I'm not calling you gobblers, but we know you guys exist. You guys know he's out there. I tell you, beyond 20 yards and outside numbers is not where I like to live with my guy JG. Where was an interception?
Outside numbers beyond 20 yards.
Just not where you want to live.
And he, like I said,
he can make them.
And he made some good plays in the second half, moving around in the pocket. He had a good one where he spun out of a would-be sack and threw the ball away before they could get to him. That is one thing that Jared Goff has really impressed me in this year, is his ability to maneuver the pocket this year has been better than I've ever seen.
Yes.
And obviously, I think he could have stepped up into that into that pocket more, but I'm not going to kill him for that. Decker has to be better and allow him to get the ball off. So Jared Goff's movement in the pocket has been very impressive so far.
Batmobile lost its will and Jared got away. Oh, and Jared had to pay. Says the Dundada. You had a better one than me. I apologize. Batmobile lost his will and Jared had to pay. It's very true.
It's true.
What was it for you, Nick, of the offense? What was it struggling?
It was the O-line for sure. I mean, I didn't think the run game looked good besides, obviously, the big bust out by Jahmyr Gibbs.
Bust out.
And I think it wasn't up to Super Bowl quality last night, but it didn't have to be because we weren't in the Super Bowl last night. You know, they just need to keep taking strides in the right direction. Never easy going up against, obviously, Vita Vea. So one of the best defensive linemen in the league was getting a good push, but I do believe that they are going to continue to take the right steps. And I think everybody thought I was being a negative Nancy last night. But the fact of the matter is, this offensive line is going to have to be elite for this team to win a Super Bowl. And I don't think they were elite last night, but they didn't have to be yet. So as long as they continue taking strides in the right direction, you continue to see the development from Mahogany and Tate. Taylor Decker doesn't take a big step back. Hopefully the bye week will help him. But you know, you need Sewell to be the best offensive lineman in the league, and you need Decker to be an above-average left tackle, which he was not last night.
You look like you want a sloppy Joe right now.
You look like you want a sloppy Joe.
This is the last time that I'll have this stash, so get the jokes in, honestly. I got my meeting tomorrow, so I'm going to...
How did it come about?
Yeah. What up?
How was that mustache birthed?
I was just fucking around, dude. I had the fat beard, and... You know, I try to keep life a little light.
It's kind of tough. I am jealous of your facial hair game.
I am so jealous. I wish I could grow.
You are like Arthur from Red Dead Redemption. You just kind of just rock whatever, like a video game. You rock whatever facial hair you want.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You should do a total chin strap.
Beth was like messing around with it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yo.
Pause. Shout out, Teresa. Love you.
Oh, that's like...
I'll say this. The Lions' offensive line, I'm monitoring it, okay? I am, because you know what? You're right. You didn't have to be great last night, Nick, but ultimately, this is something that you have to be concerned about, because, look, when it comes to the playoffs, you can't have one bad game like Goff had last year. I'm trying to steer the ship, fellas. Trying to steer the ship.
But you made it sound so much more sketchy.
So much more sketchy.
But also nice.
Yeah, she's playing with it a little bit.
Fu Manchu looking a little thick. Yeah. You know what they say? You got to put facial hair on.
Yeah. All right. Get the jokes in while you got them. Best one wins $5.
All right, when we get back, Chris did some funny shit
Flavor
in the Fantasy
saver.
Basketball League.
man.
And we have mailbags as well.
I'll say my joke. I don't think I can say my joke on air, but I'm going to say it when we go to break because I just thought of a really good one. Tell us about Ben Johnson, Nick.
If you need a fighter in your corner, make sure you guys check out Ben Johnson, because corporations, the government, and even your insurance company will do whatever it takes to minimize their liability and withhold your compensation. So when something goes wrong, make Ben Johnson your first call and get a fighter in your corner. Contact Ben today at benfights.com.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Gold Crown, ladies and gentlemen, they've been around for a long time. Since the caregiver days, is why you can find them over 300 different dispensaries, because the product is trusted and branded for a reason. Some of the big brands you guys may use Gold Crown concentrates to make their products. That's how good they are. That's what they're known for, is bread and butter. But they also got their own infused pre-rolls with digesters and their gummies infused, covered in nerds for the extra pop. Make sure you find them at a dispensary near you. Smoke like royalty, only with Gold Crown. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live, WoodwardSports.com. Easy, joined by Spinball, Raxter, Chris, Nicholas Kohloff. Smash the like button. Be a friend, tell a friend. Share the stream. And it's time to get your mailbag.
Luigi Gaming with a super chat in there says, Nick, say the good thing about college girls. I get older and they stay the same age.
Lunchbox says Nick looks like Morgan Wallen when he says the hard R.
All right.
Did you say yours during the break?
I typed it in.
Oh, okay.
I typed it in the chat. I mean, I did say it during the break.
Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, yeah, you can't say that one. Mailbag. Nick looks like he makes some mean Johnny cakes.
Don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
I don't know what Johnny cakes are.
Nick chews tobacco.
Definitely look like you chew tobacco. You look like you wouldn't be happy if Lamar Jackson was your quarterback.
That's crazy.
Riley Cooper.
Red flag. Red flag.
Trump showed in the Woodward Sports chat with the super chat. He says, shout out Gun Guy. Shout out CP. Platte Pods.
Platte Pods.
Shout out.
Platte Pods.
Platte Pods. Check the Slack, brother.
Yeah, it's not recognizing them.
Check out the Rap Cave
Podcast.
podcast.
Like the files. The pictures and the file. Hold on. The movie might be coming through. The movie is coming through, but not the files. So
mailbag. Tonight we see two historic NBA lineups with Golden State and Houston. What you more interested in seeing? Houston.
Who you guys think wins the ship this year?
NBA?
I want to say Denver, but I think it's going to be Thunder.
I think it's going to be Houston.
Yeah, probably Thunder.
No.
Slim Reaper.
I like Houston, man.
Houston Thunder. Mailbag. The Dundada says, y'all haven't seen The Sopranos? I have seen The Sopranos.
Who hasn't seen The Sopranos?
Yeah. Is he talking to somebody in the chat, maybe?
Nick looks like Ben Stiller. You do kind of look like Ben Stiller from Happy Gilmore.
Oh, you do? That's what you look like.
Yeah.
Wait, is it a goatee?
No, it's a Fu Man.
Do one of these?
Look, can you lift the head up a little bit? It looks like it's connected.
Yeah, it does look connected.
Is it the shadow?
Yeah.
The beard's coming.
This is already growing back.
This is already growing. You have
That's
insane.
crazy.
All right, that's weird. Speaking of NBA, Chris does his annual NBA Fantasy League like a true sicko.
Yes, sir.
And you get some punishments for some fellas.
Yeah, so at this point we've had the same group of guys minus a few sub in, sub out every year. And so we've always had a last place punishment. My guy Matt had to drive around with the pink license plate that said I suck at fantasy. But last year, my brother didn't pay up for his debt. And the last season, the most current season, my friend John Johnson got last place. So we had everybody, including our
John
boys.
Johnson?
Yes, his parents chose that.
John Johnson.
And
What
so
an awful decision by his parents.
I know.
If my name was Spencer
people.
Spencerson, I'd be so pissed off.
I know. Shout out his parents, though. They are nice people.
Shout out. Terrible namers.
But yeah, not creative at all. But for this fantasy punishment, we had everybody in town for the draft. So I came up with this idea. You know what? Let's make this punishment good. Let's make both of them be our butlers for the drinks or for the
either black.
for the draft. No.
Okay, then.
Neither were black.
That's fair.
And so what we did is
Shotgun guy, take your
I
pants
told
off.
everybody to come dressed up to the event. Like let's make it a classy occasion when we do the fantasy draft, right? Everybody comes suited up. And then I made a separate group chat and said, guys, that's a prank. They're gonna show up, be our butlers. I went on Amazon, bought a whole fit and everything for the butlers, and so look, this is how it turned out. I'll play you this video. This is my brother making me an old fashioned because of course I wasn't gonna request water with my drinks. So I had to make it, a challenging drink, and this is how he fared.
I'll be so pissed off, dude.
Peep the towel, the butler name
The
tag.
gloves, the name
gloves.
tag, yeah. It says the name tag says Butler.
Yeah.
Even all his water. Don't worry, just move the pizza rolls over.
Yeah, see, you should have had him heat up some pizza rolls and walk around with them on a plate.
Heavy more, sir.
He did do some stuff like that, but yeah, it was great.
What a good sport.
Yeah, my brother was a good sport. John was not, and John is the reason why his punishment happened because he is very high class. He has a maid himself, so the most disrespectful thing you can make him do is be a butler to his friends. So that's where the punishment came from.
Nice. That's a good idea. I like that.
I like fantasy punishments. I think it's cooler than fantasy drinks.
I think ours is like crazy.
Don't get your hands dirty.
I'm excited because like it's the first time.
Not excited.
It is like I'm nervous as shit every single
I
Sunday.
gotta lock it. No, I'm not excited. I'll tell you that. I gotta start doing something to make Chris lose.
We got 3 with Spencer.
2-2-0.
2-0.
Chris,
I'm like
Chris's
plus
closest week,
5,000
too.
to be in the last place. So.
I got 8 right and I lost.
Yeah, we were pretty hot this
Yeah.
week. And I think all our locks hit.
I mean, you
San
guys followed me
Fran.
quite a bit. So
CMC, Great White Hope is
Man,
back.
you were crazy.
Chris is picking first for the rest of the season.
You guys try to stack the deck against me, and it just doesn't work. I'm telling you.
I'm just gonna lie.
I was
I'm
sweating my
gonna give you
lock.
the wrong spread and stuff. Yeah, no, they're only -2.
I had the sweatiest lock. It was not. It shouldn't have been. I felt like either.
Eagles.
I'm telling you,
Philly?
you guys got to do one where if it continues, you guys, or at least one of you has to decide. Maybe Spencer, maybe this will work for you since you're the one that's
Just fade every pick you make.
Just fade everything I make and then just go all or nothing.
No, because at this point, Chris, I don't even know if I want you to lose. I want Spencer and Eazy to keep losing to save my own
Look at
ass.
that. I got them all divided.
Yeah.
Got them all
I'm
divided.
gonna fudge Nick's lock every time to the Dolphins.
Oh, God.
Well, that'll do it for us
Yeah,
today.
burn me
Appreciate
finally,
you guys tapping in. Make sure you smash that like button. For Eazy, for Nick, for Chris, I am Spencer Raxter. We are the Heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.